Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening. Tonight we have one more Circular November conference, where each speakers share their knowledge and experience about the circular economy. Tonight we have a pleasure introducing Alexandra Castro, who we thank for you his contribution in this moment. The topic of the presentation is the Cradle Certification, powering the shift to a circular economy. Alexandra is an environment science and forest engineer with a focus in the forest management and environment impacts and solution. Passionate about the rainforest and biodiversity conservation. She has more than 4 years of experience working with multidisciplinary teams on biodiversity management, carbon sequestration, ACG risk management, and LCA projects in the Amazon and the Nordic countries. She has a double degree, master diploma in environment science from the University of the Copenhagen and the University Bodenkulturview, and bachelor in the forest engineer from the Agraria University of La Molina, Lima, Peru. She concurrently works as a sustainable consultant and buyout located in Copenhagen, Dinamarca, while having side health at Pet Sitter. She has also previous worked at Ecotree International, Infarm, and Reform Expedition, amongst others. Alexandra, please can you start with your presentation?
Yes, thank you so much for the introduction, Gil. I am... Yes. Okay. So, well, yeah, as Miguel already mentioned, my name is Maria Alejandra Castro. I'm a sustainability and biodiversity consultant based in Copenhagen, Denmark. I'm originally from Peru, and I have a background in forest engineering and environmental sciences focused on biodiversity and ecosystems management. Today, I will talk about Cradle to Cradle certification and how it powers the shift to a circular economy. Powering the shift to a circular economy essentially means driving and facilitating the transition from a linear economy to a circular one. In a linear economy, the transition from a linear, in a linear economy, products are made, used, and then disposed of as waste. On the other hand, a circular economy aims to minimize waste and make the most of resources by promoting practices such as recycling, reusing, and remanufacturing. To put it in a context, Cradle to Cradle is one of the many life cycle models that shape the parameters and approach of life cycle assessments. Cradle to Gate evaluates a product's environmental impact up to its departure from the factory gates before reaching the consumer. On the other hand, Cradle to Grave incorporates all 5 life stages in footprint measurements, offering a comprehensive assessment from inception to disposal. Cradle to Cradle, a variant of Cradle to Grave, replaces the waste stage with a recycling-upcycling process, allowing the product to be reused for another purpose, effectively completing the sustainability loop. So when someone talks about powering the shift to a circular economy, they are referring to efforts and initiatives that encourage sustainable practices, reduce the environmental impact of production and consumption, and promote the idea of a closed-loop system where materials are continuously reused and regenerated rather than being discarded after a single use. It's about creating a more sustainable and efficient approach to resource management. Cradle to Cradle comprises design principles formulated in the 1990s by Professor Dr. Michael Baumgart, William McDonough, and EPE Hamburg. It embodies innovation, quality, and positive design. The concept envisions the secure and potentially limitless flow of materials and nutrients in cycles. All components are both chemically safe and recyclable. The conventional waste generated by the traditional take, make, waste model will be replaced by valuable nutrients, marking a departure from the current waste paradigm. Items such as natural fibers, cleaning agents, or biodegradable packaging follow a biological cycle, allowing them to be safely reintroduced into the cycle after use. They transform into compost or other materials, which in turn are utilized in the creation of new products. This process ensures that used products don't become waste. Instead, they become valuable nutrients for the production of new items. Everyday items like electronics or flooring follow a technical cycle. These products are efficiently designed and manufactured to serve as material resources for their next life as new products. After use, components can be sorted based on their materials and reintroduced into the technical cycle. This process ensures the maintenance of high material quality and prevents downcycling. So a little bit about the Institute. The Cradle to Cradle Products Innovation Institute is a nonprofit organization that administers the Cradle to Cradle Certified Product Standard. The Institute was founded in 2010 to promote and encourage sustainable product design and production rooted in the Cradle to Cradle design philosophy. It works towards the vision of a circular economy where products are designed with the intention of being regenerative and beneficial throughout their entire life cycle. The Institute plays a crucial role in driving innovation and promoting sustainable practices in various industries by promoting a framework for companies to create products that not only minimize their environmental impacts, but also contribute positively to society. The Institute has its headquarters in San Francisco, California, and in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. The Cradle to Cradle Certified is a sustainability certification program suitable for businesses of all sizes, which assesses products and materials based on their environmental and social impact throughout their entire life cycle. The aim is to promote the creation and manufacturing of products that go beyond being just environmentally friendly. They should also make a positive contribution to society. The certification evaluates 5 different categories within 4 different levels: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. It's a holistic approach to sustainability, emphasizing the idea that products should be designed with the intention of being fully recyclable or biodegradable, and their production should have a minimal negative impact on the environment. The certification discusses the imperative of developing thorough roadmaps that delineate essential changes, encompassing both product innovation and operational practices. It explores the transformative approach required to reshape business models, systems, and fosters collaboration throughout the entire value chain. Additionally, it delves into the implementation of rigorous verification processes aimed at assessing sustainability performance and measuring progress. It is crucial to highlight the role of leadership in driving industry-wide transformation, steering everyone towards a future defined by safety, circularity, and equity. The focus extends beyond merely meeting existing standards. It aims to actively spearhead initiatives contributing to a more sustainable and inclusive landscape for the industry at large. So the 5 categories in Cradle to Cradle certification are material health and product circularity in the design phase. Material health ensures that the materials used in a product are safe and healthy for both humans and the environment. This category focuses on eliminating harmful substances and promoting transparency about the composition of materials. Product circularity emphasizes the importance of designing products with the intention of easily disassembly and recycling. It encourages the use of materials that can be perpetually cycled without losing their quality or value. Clean air and climate protection, water and soil stewardship, and social fairness in the manufacturing phase. Clean air and climate protection addresses the environmental impact of energy used throughout a product's life cycle. This category encourages the use of renewable energy sources and efficient carbon management practices to minimize the overall carbon footprint. Water and soil stewardship focus on responsible water use and management. It assesses a product's impact on water resources, promoting efficient water usage, and encourages the protection and restoration of water ecosystems. Social fairness highlights the importance of ethical and fair business practices. This category evaluates how companies treat their workers and communities, emphasizing social responsibility and equity throughout the supply chain. So in the context of Cradle to Cradle certification, material health refers to the assessment of the chemical composition of materials used in a product. It involves evaluating whether the materials are safe for human health and the environment throughout the product's life cycle, from manufacturing to use and eventual disposal or recycling. The goal is to ensure that the materials used in the product do not contain harmful substances and that they can be safely recycled or reintroduced into the environment without causing harm. This aspect of certification encourages the use of materials that are non-toxic and pose minimal risks to both human health and the ecosystem, aligning with the overall principles of sustainability and responsible product design. Product circularity in Cradle-to-Cradle certification refers to the design and manufacturing principles that promote the idea of a circular economy. It emphasizes creating products that contribute to a closed-loop system where materials are continually recycled, reused, or regenerated, rather than being disposed of as waste after a single use. In the context of certification, product circularity involves assessing how well a product aligns with circular economy principles. This includes evaluating aspects such as ease of recyclability, the ability to disassemble and recover materials for reuse, and the overall impact on resource efficiency. The goal is to encourage the development of products that minimize waste, promote the responsible use of resources, and contribute to a more sustainable and circular approach to production and consumption. Clean air and climate protection in Cradle-to-Cradle certification involves evaluating the environmental impact of a product in terms of its contribution to air quality and its effects on climate change. This aspect of certification considers the product's overall carbon footprint, greenhouse gas emissions, and other factors that influence air quality. Products seeking Cradle-to-Cradle certification are assessed to ensure that their product production and use do not significantly contribute to air pollution or climate change. This may involve examining the energy efficiency of manufacturing processes, the use of renewable energy resources, and the overall environmental impact of the product's life cycle. In essence, the goal is to encourage the design and production of products that not only meet high environmental standards, but also actively contribute to clean air and climate protection by minimizing negative impacts on the atmosphere. Water and soil stewardship refers to the assessment of a product's impact on water and soil throughout its life cycle. This aspect of certification focuses on promoting responsible and sustainable practices related to water and soil usage during the manufacturing, use, and disposal of products. In the context of certification, it involves evaluating factors such as water consumption during production, the release of pollutants into water sources, and the overall impact on soil quality. The goal is to encourage the design and production of products that minimize water usage, prevent pollution of water sources, and ensure that soil remains healthy and fertile. By emphasizing water and soil stewardship, Cradle to Cradle certification aims to promote environmentally conscious and sustainable practices that contribute to the overall health of ecosystems and natural resources. Social fairness refers to the assessment of a product's impacts on social aspects throughout its life cycle. This includes evaluating social conditions and practices associated with the manufacturing and use of the products. In the context of certification, social fairness considers factors such as worker conditions, labor rights, community engagement, and overall social responsibility. The goal is to ensure that the production of the certified product contributes positively to the well-being of workers and communities involved in its creation. By incorporating social fairness into the certification criteria, Cradle to Cradle aims to promote products that not only meet high environmental standards, but also uphold ethical and fair practices, fostering a positive impact on the social aspects of the supply chain. So how has the Cradle to Cradle certification has been a game changer in powering the circular economy in several ways? First is the design for circular economy. Cradle to Cradle certification encourages product designers and manufacturers to think beyond the traditional linear model of production. It promotes the integration of circular economy principles from the outset, inspiring the creation of products designed for reuse, recycling, and regeneration. Then material innovation. The certification places a strong emphasis on material health and reutilization. This drives innovation in materials, pushing for the use of safe, recyclable, and renewable materials. This focus on material innovation contributes to the development of a circular supply chain. The closed-loop systems. By replacing the traditional cradle-to-grave approach with cradle-to-cradle, the certification actively promotes closed-loop systems. Products are designed to be disassembled and their materials recycled or upcycled, minimizing waste and extending the life cycle of materials. Market demand and consumer awareness. Cradle-to-cradle certification has created a benchmark for sustainable products. As consumers become more environmentally conscious, there's a growing demand for products that adhere to these principles. This shift in consumer behavior incentivizes businesses to adopt circular practices to meet market demands. Regarding industry transformation, the certification has played a pivotal role in driving industry-wide transformation. Companies seeking cradle-to-cradle certification often need to reevaluate and redesign their entire production processes, leading to a broader systemic shift towards circular and sustainable practices within entire industries. Encouraging continuous improvement. The certification is not a one-time achievement. It requires continuous improvement. This ongoing commitment to reevaluation and optimization ensures that companies stay on the cutting edge of circular economy practices, fostering a culture of innovation and sustainability. In summary, the Cradle to Cradle certification has empowered the circular economy by influencing product design, material choices, consumer behavior, and industry norms, contributing to a more sustainable and regenerative approach to production and consumption. If you have any questions, do not hesitate and ask them.
Thank you so much, Alexandra, for that important presentation. Alexandra, some final recommendation in the improving the economy circular?
Well, I would say that this certification is very thorough, and it really analyzes the different aspects of carbon usage, also electricity use, water use, pollution, also processed chemicals. So I would say that anything that is related to circular economy, so the closed loop, as I have been referring in the presentation, is quite important, not only to recycle or to upcycle, but to know what the different processes are and how much they are affecting the climate. And also, well, the social aspect that also the certification is analyzing is quite important. Now that everyone has labor rights, and it's not only important to analyze this in Europe or in the States or in Latin America, but like overall, and it's gonna also affect how well the industry sees circular economy.
Once again, we appreciate Alexandra for your contribution in this network. I also all the participants. See you next conference. Thank you very much, Alexandra.
Thank you so much.